Mental health disorders often rob productive years from people's lives. They frequently manifest themselves in young adulthood and can sometimes take years to be effectively treated. During those years of struggle to find what works, the cost to the person's life can mean the loss of their homes, their jobs, their friends and family.
I lost everything in my life. A great career, a home, a life partner, families and friends. It's hard for me to even summarize how many years it was. It's hard to even bring up that topic. It's really painful still.
Families themselves are torn apart. The stories greatly differ, but the experiences are eerily the same.
He was just a natural, average child, and he loved to hike and play, and he was kind of shy, very compassionate, but he was just a regular kid. When he was 16, he had a bowel obstruction and he went into the hospital. And it was a pretty major surgery, and while he was in there, he was treated with morphine for the pain. And when he left the hospital, he told my husband that he wasn't the same young man that went into the hospital. He wasn't the same kid. And from that point forward, he started changing. He started isolating, experimenting with drug and alcohol. We couldn't find him. He was out on the street. Finally, they put him in a facility. The most heart-wrenching part was his dad went to see him and he said, "Why didn't you come look for me?" And that was so sad because we looked for him every single time. Bobby was, I would say, 21 when we felt he was really doing well on his medication and the treatment that he was on. And we began looking at ways for him to be more independent. And this is where we hooked in big time to the Mental Wellness Center.
When an individual or a family member finally finds the Mental Wellness Center, they find an entire community of support. Peers who understand them. Classes that teach recovery tools. Affordable housing that reinforces a sense of safety and pride.
When I arrived here lost and confused. I didn't know how to find my way in the world, and slowly over time I kind of regained self-confidence and being able to venture out into the world and to take risks. At the start, I just needed someplace safe that would hold me.
It was a place where he could socialize with other people and he wouldn't feel threatened or feel different because of his illness. So we were just so pleased that we were able to take care of him and take care of ourselves.
The Mental Wellness Center offers the first steps on the journey to mental wellness, and the path begins at the Fellowship Club.
The Fellowship Club is an everyday community of people coming together to support each other in wherever they may be in their life for today. So you find a lot of love and compassion and understanding that comes from a community where people feel safe.
One of the hallmarks of mental illness is isolation. People withdraw from their friends and their family and their community. And when they find the Mental Wellness Center, they finally reconnect to a circle of friends and support that help them start to rebuild their lives.
It has been really life-saving. It's changed my life to the better.
I don't feel discriminated against, and it's a safe place to come here. There's a lot of activities for me to do to keep busy, and I really love the fellowshipping here.
For a period of about 10 years, I was isolating myself, and I didn't have contact with just about anybody. But since I've switched to the medication that I was on before, and since I started coming here to the Mental Wellness Center intermittently during the previous couple of years, I've been able to adjust better and socialize with others. I can feel the difference, and so it's quite a blessing.
The Fellowship Club provides a foundation of support to the tenants of the Garden Street Apartments 2 floors above. Affordable housing is critical to mental health recovery, providing safety, pride in accomplishment, meaningful friendships.
Knowing that there are counselors there that understand what you're going through, knowing that there's neighbors that have seen it before. All those little supports make a difference between whether you're going to make it or whether you're not.
Bobby was able to live independently for once. He would go downstairs and he would attend groups, and he was able to share his concerns with the people downstairs. I think it was important to him to know that he wasn't alone at that time.
When a mental disorder occurs, it's not only traumatic for the one afflicted, it's devastating to the family, leaving them in the wake of fear, confusion, and a sense of helplessness.
What we hear from families is that there's a significant amount of loneliness and isolation that they experience as well. They can't talk to their friends or their coworkers openly about what's really going on. So when the family members finally connect with us, and through our NAMI programs, education and support groups, they find a circle of people that understand what they're going through, can relate to them, and make them feel like they're not alone with this challenge.
When I attend these group meetings that we have, I see that the same feelings that I have, someone else has them, and that makes it easier for me to cope.
From the Fellowship Club and safe housing to support groups and our employment assistance programs, the Mental Wellness Center replaces the years that have been lost with a renewed sense of hope, a path to wellness, one day, one step at a time.
If you knew how lonely my life has been, and how low I felt for so long.
All of us, for our well-being, need to feel like we belong in our community, that we have a sense of purpose and a place to go where people accept us and like us for who we are. The community of the Mental Wellness Center provides friendship and fellowship for our clients. I hear all the time from people that their anxiety is reduced and they're less fearful when the symptoms reoccur because they know they have the tools for self-care that help them with their own mental wellness.
I don't know what the future holds, but I do know that I have a partner with the Mental Wellness Center. I know that they have the resources that I need to help me with his recovery. I know that I don't have to journey through this on my own.
Feels like home to me. Feels like home.